guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a July wrap-up, so all the books I read in July and then my August TBR. The first book I read in July was The Nanny. I went to Walmart with my sister. I did not plan on getting anything, but I saw this and I thought it was like, the plot was just interesting. This girl is like in need of a job. She's super desperate to get a job, and so she met this guy, I think just online, and he was needing a nanny, and she took the job. She went for an interview and unravels the story of how they know each other, which was from OnlyFans. And so you just kind of get to know their story from their online relationship, I guess you could say. But she's nannying the kid of someone that she knew on OnlyFans, so that type of story. I thought that was pretty funny. I rated this 1 star. I did not like this book at all. There were some moments where I was like, okay, you know, this is cute, but there's no chemistry between the two characters. Not my favorite book. I rated it 1 star. The second book I read, I believe, was King of Wrath. I don't know if I saw that. A lot of the times, books that are like everywhere online, I don't see online, and I just pick them up. Do you think I saw this from someone on YouTube? So basically, it's like this arranged marriage. This girl, Vivian, is put in an arranged marriage, however you want to say that, with this billionaire. But the dude is like blackmailed into it. It's just like this whole story of like why he's getting blackmailed, and Vivian doesn't know, and all that, just for the look of their family, for Vivian's family. So Dante basically like hates her because, you know, this is just an arranged marriage. He just has to marry her, that's it. But then, you know, of course, as any romance goes, they start catching feelings for each other. I really enjoyed this book. I don't know, it kind of gave like a rom-com-y. It was good though. I think I rated this 4 stars. I really enjoyed this book. The next book I actually checked out at my library on my Kindle, which was The Hawthorne Legacy. I love this series so much. I actually read the final Gambit as well, so I finished that series. Well, the 4th one's coming out towards the end of August. I think both of them were 4 stars. But overall, as a series, it was a 5 stars. I loved that series so much. I'm not very good at talking about individual books in a series because I just kind of like mush them all together. The main character, Avery, randomly gets the inheritance of this, I think it was a billionaire, and she had no idea why she inherited it. So the whole series just kind of like, you learn why she did, and it's just like she moves into the mansion and there's a bunch of like riddles and puzzles to solve, and then there's like a romance subplot. The writing was just amazing. Like the fact that someone came up with all those plot twists like blows my mind. I finished the series and I cannot wait for the 4th one to come out. I think I rated both of those 4 stars. This one actually came after The Hawthorne Legacy because I did not read both of the books right after each other. This was actually part of my blind date with the book. If you haven't watched that video, go watch it now. I'm intimidated by small books. This is a very small book. I was very nervous going into this, but I think I rated it a 4 star. Surprise, surprise. The main character, June, is a doctor following in her father's footsteps, and she lives in like this small town, and you just kind of like get to know everyone as she's taking care of them. This undercover DEA comes in because there's farmers that are growing like marijuana and stuff, and then there's like a romance between them. It was definitely a little graphic with the doctoring. It was really good. I really liked this, and I'm so glad that I did this blind date with the book because I would have never picked this book up. This was such a cute book. For a book club I'm in on Discord, the book of the month was Once Upon a Broken Heart, which apparently you're supposed to read the Caraval series, before this, because you get a little spoiler. I don't know what the spoiler was. I don't know. I just went into this. I've been wanting to read this. I really had no idea what it was about. The main character, Evangeline, her first love is getting married to her stepsister, and she wants to stop the wedding because she's still in love with him. She gets help from the Prince of Hearts, and it's just like this whole roller coaster of him helping her. It's like a deal, so she has to hold up her side of the deal, which I thought that was like hilarious what he was making her do. I love the writing of this. I love this book until the ending. The ending was so disappointing, and I think I just have to finish the series. I don't know. I think what I was upset about continues on in the next series, but the ending was just so disappointing. Like, you were building the whole book up to this point, and then you didn't get to that point, and you just kind of like threw it away and did something else. It was very disappointing. And I was actually reading this when I was in a book slump, and I was finally crawling my way out, and then the ending slumped me. So many people have loved the series, and people said that the first book isn't the best. And I think the second one's like 4.6 stars on Goodreads. So I will continue the series. I think I rated this one 4 stars as well. That's that. I was in a book slump for a good chunk of this month, which I did. I think that's 6 books I've read. I started a 7th, which I'm still currently reading this book. Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I'm loving this book. I recently got Kindle Unlimited, so I've been reading this on my Kindle, because this is like a chunky book. Holding it is so uncomfortable. So here is my TBR. Actually, I forgot a book. Here is my TBR. This is not like exactly what I'm reading, just kind of like what I want to get to. I'm actually going to the beach this weekend. It's just for a weekend though. I want to read Beach Read on the Beach. It seems fun. It's a very summery book, and I've heard so many good things about it. I'm really hoping it lives up to my expectations. They're writing a book, and they both get like, I don't really know what this book is about. Surprise, surprise, I just buy books. So they're both writers. Both of the main characters are writers, and she's just like that happily ever after type of writer, and he's like, okay, let's kill everyone at the end. I think they're like next, like neighbors or something like that. And they have writer's block, so I think they both write a book together. I could be wrong. I've read Book Lovers by her, and I love that book. So I'm excited to read one of her most favorited book. Most liked book? Most favorite? You get what I'm saying. And then actually for the book club, the book of the month was Flawless, which I picked this one up at a thrift store. Not a huge fan of the cover, honestly. I might even read it on my Kindle, because I do think that this is Kindle Unlimited. I actually don't know what it's about. So basically it's like forced proximity, you touch my daughter, I will kill you, on bed trope. So since these are very quick reads for me, I want to finish the Summer I Turned Pretty series. I don't really enjoy the series that much. Why am I finishing it? Because everyone else likes it. So I'm convinced I'm gonna like it. I don't love love triangles, especially when they're brothers. Pick one, choose neither. I really couldn't care less. Continuing on with Emily Henry, People We Meet on Vacation. Let me skim the back real quick. So the main characters, they were like best friends, and they always went on this vacation every summer for 1 week. But then something happened, and they're mad at each other. And then someone asked Poppy like when she was last truly happy. And of course I was with Alex, and she's basically trying to fix their relationship. So it's like a friends to enemies, maybe to lovers, I don't know. And then this one I actually picked up at the thrift store as well. The Roughest Draft. I think I've heard iffy things about this one. I don't know what this one's about either. Okay, this one sounds interesting. These two writers were writing a book together, so they were like co-authors. And then they got in a fight, and they had to finish the book, and so they basically like got together and they were like, okay, let's just finish this book, no problems, let's do it quick and easy. And so they were writing the book, and you know, so it kind of goes in enemies to lovers, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books. I don't know if I'm gonna read them. I really want to read Love on the Brain. I love Allie Hazelwood's writing, so I'm super excited to read this. Bless me. I love her writing, and I just want to read another one of her books. So that's that. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time.